What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 107 of Lured Up, the podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Sunday, December 1st, 2019, and I'm your host, Ken Pescatore, joined by my co-hosts, Adam Tuttle and Melissa Pescatore. Hello, friends.
Hi.
What
you know.
up?
Hi, how are you?
Doing
It's not so
fantastic. I'm doing fantastic.
You don't sound too confident.
Turkey. What?
Well, where's the turkey Pokemon? That's the important question. No, so yeah, this past week was Thanksgiving, so hopefully everyone had a great holiday, saw some family and friends, and as we move into the Christmas season, I'm so excited. I'm really not.
My favorite
Adam,
season.
it's coming. It's coming.
Adam is so focused.
Not yet. But
Your outfit that you've been wearing for the last 12 months is finally relevant in game.
I see a lot of all my friends on there. You know, Josh is the noise. He's sporting out some Delibird.
Melissa just got
out
changed.
Melissa's outfit. Yeah, she's got the boots, the gloves, the earmuffs.
Changed my buddy too.
Ooh.
No, I'm still in Team Rocket mode for like a year.
No, it's Delibird fever.
So we were going to be joined by Lena The Plug today, and unfortunately, she's nowhere to be found. So we're going to have to reschedule with her and get her back on, and which really sucks. I had some great questions for her, and some interesting things I wanted to cover. Having her on, but I guess we're gonna have to get that rescheduled. So Lena,
She's busy getting plugged, maybe.
oh shit,
Just
probably.
saying.
We'll have to get her rescheduled. Welcome, Melissa. Welcome. How are you?
The internet, folks.
All right, so
And that's a wrap. That's the
thank
show.
you. Good night.
Thanks for listening.
So we have a really slow news week this week, and rightfully so. We have the holiday. We've got the release of Sword and Shield, which obviously Niantic doesn't want to interfere with too heavily. We do have an event going on right now that's going to be wrapping up, but there's not a lot going on. It's been kind of the quiet before the Community Day storm, per se.
Before the Delibird
Delibird invasion and, the holiday event that'll be coming, post-Community Day. So kind of in this little quiet period right now. So what we're going to do, rather than cover news and kind of hot topics of the week, because there really isn't much, we're just going to talk about the future and talk about where the channel and the show and all that stuff is going to be going in the future. I'm pretty excited. We've got some good ideas for, 2020, and we definitely want your input to make the most out of it. So we'll get there in a minute, but and then we'll also do a Galarian Weezing raid guide and battle party. I still have not. I don't have
I need
one.
one of these bad.
So Terrakion raid hour was last week, and I actually got to play. And I'm sitting at the first gym that we're supposed to hit, where everyone was meeting, and there's a Galarian Weezing like 2 minutes away, and it had like 10 minutes on it before the start of the event, the raid hour, and I tagged everyone and no one wanted to do it. No one, I was so bummed because this was the first one I've seen, because I was at work during, the post Chimchar Community Day event for the Galarian Weezing. This was the first one I saw in the wild, and I wasn't able to do it because I couldn't get the people together, because you can't solo the thing. But I need this freaking Pokemon. So putting together a raid guide and battle party for that. If you don't have one yet, maybe this will make things a little bit easier. And if you can get out there, tomorrow before, the afternoon, you still get the friend bonus for rating, but we'll get there in just a minute. Little housekeeping really quick. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people.
You know what? It sure is.
And I want to give a huge shout out to our show supporter tier patrons: Brittany, J, Matt, M. Pitts, Terry, David, Chris, Sydney, Bacon L, The Noise, Harry, Pokénavbot, Purple Pancakes, Dem Gears Be Bangin', Lady Goobly Meat, Super Nerd Fox, Go Ranger Matt, The Phoenix, Baker Boy, Jolt Switch, Alex, The Illustrious Overseer, Jason, Go Live Andrew, Matt from Kentucky, Paul, Justin, Val, and new for this week, Monica. Thank you guys so very much. And Monica, welcome to the Discord and to the Patron Victory Road. We really do appreciate your support. And as always, huge shout out to our executive producer, Paul Bhatt. And if Patreon isn't your thing, no big deal. There's still a couple ways you can help us out. If you're listening on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And if you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, you can take a moment to leave us a review. All right. So, guys, no guest. It's just us. Let's talk. How are
okay
you?
with that.
How
It's like crickets.
how have things been? I know you guys are okay with that because you fucking hate the interviews.
That's not true.
We don't hate them. It's just we haven't had like a time to like relax and like be us again.
Okay.
Just
You
a
know?
break.
Well,
We
then
haven't
let's-
had a break from the madness of the interview, so it's nice
All
to
right, let's take that today
just
then.
the three of us.
All right, we're gonna take it. Apparently, everybody likes my singing, so I'm gonna start singing.
Yeah,
on
I
the
saw a
podcast.
couple people
I
comment.
wanna be the very best. Oh wait, all right.
You,
Let's
you
keep
got to
going.
get. See, all you got to do is put on "To Be a Master," that soundtrack, and Adam will sing the whole thing from tip to tail. He knows all the lyrics.
So you want to be a Pokemon?
Oh my god!
master?
All right, let's move on. Quick, please
I've got to
run.
be the one.
All right,
Okay.
so how you guys been, Adam? What's going on? The fucking winter is here.
Couldn't get
You're in
away.
New Hampshire. I'm sure that the weather has turned.
It is snowing out currently.
Oh man,
I just got out of work.
I wish it was
and
snowing here.
The roads were already slippery.
We
it's
just
gonna
got, like,
snow in like
rain.
2 hours.
And let me tell you, I was in the game. I clicked the cloudy, and I was like, hell no, it is snowing. The winter is I was like,
it's not
it's
right.
not right. It's not right. The weather is not right. Well, actually, I put the bottom on. I was like, it's just not up to date. It's accurate, just not up to date. Because instead of cloudy, it's actually snowing.
No, it was cool to see it in game again. I forgot how cool it looks.
I absolutely am in love with when it snows because it's
looks
just
pretty.
If you touch it, you see the Pokemon with the bright white background. It's so refreshing, and it's like shinies look so nice. But I have yet to get one.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's
It's
get,
snowing.
Let's get
But
caught
speaking
up.
of
Yeah,
shinies-
let's talk shinies here, Adam. I saw.
There was a hole in the ground. I hit it. It was like whack-a-mole, and I was hitting all these Diglets, and I found one with a blue nose, and I was like, shiny.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that your first one?
No. It's like my second or third. But I did hatch a total of 9 7K eggs,
And
and I was just hatching junk after junk after junk. It literally, I kid you not. So it was like 3 Igglybuffs in a row, and I'm just like, could it be shiny? Come on, like, give me something. And all of them were trash IVs. And then I hatch, I want to say a Chingling or a Tyrogue or something like that. And then I hatched 3 more Alolan Vulpix, and it's like 1 awful IVs. The second one, and I was like, are you serious? I hatched the third one, and it's 100%.
so that's good.
So yeah.
Yes, I was so upset that it was literally the last egg. All 8 of them hatched, and then the 9th one hatched, and it was 100% Alolan Vulpix. I was like, yeah.
I was
I've never
off the
gotten
egg game for a
100%
while.
or shiny from an egg.
From a hatch. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was off the hatching for a long time because I was just, just done. If I was going to, spend money on the game, I just didn't want to spend it on hatching eggs because I was just getting nowhere with it. And it's like I wasn't doing it for the Stardust. I was trying to get the shiny babies, whatever it was. Just I wasn't feeling it for a while. I picked up a box before Chimchar Community Day. I did the, quarter hatch distance, put some 10Ks that I was sitting on. And, I didn't really hatch shit. I didn't no new dex entries or anything like that. Just more of the same. No shinies, no good stuff. So I'm trickling through my remaining super incubators right now. But I don't know, man. I'm not too excited. I think that either they need to shake up the egg pool significantly, but they need to limit the amount of Pokemon in each egg pool. Because I think the 5K pool is just fucking astronomically huge right now. So it's just so hard to pinpoint, like, hey, I want a Galette, I want this, I want that. Like, it's very difficult. Like the 7Ks, I think, may have the smallest pool, but it's a shitty ass pool because, like, I'm just so tired. Like you're saying, hatching a bunch of 7Ks and then getting like an Alolan Meowth, it's like, oh my god, like it's my eyelid twitches. Like I get no excitement out of it. So I don't know. Something needs to happen with eggs because it's just been boring for me. So I haven't really gone down that road. And then once these super incubators are done, I'll probably chill out and just do one at a time, free to play mode when it comes to hatching, for the next, for the foreseeable future until they come out with some, great event or great box or something like that. I just haven't been down with the eggs. But have you been able to grind, play, Adam? Did you upgrade your bag and box?
I upgraded it by 50 because I had 200 coins that I had earned from gyms and raids. No, just gyms, not raids. What am I talking about? I don't know how to play this game. Yeah, I've only increased it by 50. I don't really know why. I think it was just because I had it and I was like, might as well add to my bag.
That's the best.
Just because
it's the best use of coins for sure. The best use of coins because it's practical stuff and non-consumable. It affects your ability to play at a certain level where it's not a consumable thing that you use a star piece and half an hour later it's gone. This is something that you can carry with you going forward. But yeah, I upgraded. My bag is full again. So just
oh my
never
god!
ending.
No, I just got the message just because I've been catching stuff at at work and I've had the Go Plus going just because I had that extra space. So I was just like, all right, let it roll. But then I have a bunch of new Pokemon that all have like great PvP IVs. So it's like I don't want to get rid of anything anymore.
I think that a lot of the reason I think that they did this, not only for the December Community Day because people know they're going to be out there catching like crazy, but people are torn now because they are saving Pokemon specifically for PvP, which are completely different from the Pokemon that they have saved in the past for raids and gyms. So they need that extra room. I've also been doing something really funny in the Discord. We have our show-off channel where, we flex and post shinies and all that funny stuff. And I've been doing this thing called ball check, where lately it's like, I'm not catching any shinies. I'm not catching any great Pokemon. The only thing I can really flex is my balls. So I've been doing a ball check in the Discord, every couple days, but I hit up Red Bank the other day. And right now I have the game open in front of me. I'm sitting at 315 Pokeballs, 663 Great Balls, and 717 Ultra Balls. I'm fucking stacked. Yo, the ball game is real, son.
I have 39 regular balls. I have 67 of the greatest balls. And I have 154 Ultra Balls.
Yeah, I think Gary in the Discord posted he had something like 1,500 regular Pokeballs. It's like, what the fuck? Like, well, because that's the same thing with Terry Wolf. Because they use the Gacha, they need to keep regular Pokeballs at an exceptional level because they're just catching all freaking day, all day, all night, all day, all night. I'm the opposite. I don't use the Gacha. I do all my catches, 100% of them manually. So I'd rather clear my Pokeballs out and have it default to Great and Ultra. That way I have a higher chance of catching because I do pretty much, unless it's something really rare or shiny or anything like that, I'm doing the fast catch anyway. So it's like I'd rather have a higher chance from the probability of having a better ball. So it's just funny seeing the differences between the way people play. Because the Gacha, I can imagine.
You just want to have better balls than everybody else.
I do want to have better balls. It's like,
oh my god.
We're talking about like, man, if they only had shiny balls. Because I was like, all I can do is flex my balls. And everyone in the Discord's like, it's okay, Ken. We love your balls. Please show us your balls. So funny, so good. But I have been able to play lately, just not really focused play. I haven't been raiding a lot. I've just had the opportunity to kind of cruise around and
I wasn't
restock.
done.
What?
I actually was able to do a research task, and the catch one female gets you the male Nidoran,
right?
And the one. So then there's also a Nidorina that you can get.
Yeah,
I forget what the task is, but I just happened to, and I had been stacking them in my research. So I had a bunch of Dodrios, Dugtrios, Nidorinos, and one of those Nidorinas was 100%.
What the fuck?
Jesus, dude. Well, you know what? I just finished the Halloween tasks, so when.
Ooh.
And I'm still
Melissa,
working on my
you actually had a
Jirachi.
chance to play today. You played today, though.
I did. I went to the city. I was able to get. I had that task for the spin 10 new Pokestops, so I was able to accomplish that. Thank God, because I would have been able to do it around here because I just don't go out of my house ever anymore. So it's too cold outside. Winter's here, so I just stay inside. But I was lucky enough to sit in the back seat and get driven around the city. And I spun a bunch of stops, caught a bunch of Pokemon. It was fun.
Got some Nutella.
I did. Oh my God. Did you see, Adam, did you see the Nutella I got?
Yeah, the Snorlax.
Yes. It's awesome. And it was funny because when the girl handed me the piece of paper and she's like, all right, write the name down that you want. And
well, explain to others what's going on here. Explain what you're talking about.
Okay, I went into the city on a random trip with my friends. They flip sneakers. So they were dropping off sneakers, and my one friend is a big Pokemon fan as well, player. She's level 35. Oh my God. I have to tell a funny story about her in a minute as well. I had no idea that in our journeys that the Nutella store was right where we were going. So as we were driving down the street, I see the Nutella store, my face lights up, and then all of a sudden they pull over right next, and I was like, what are you doing? And lo and behold, I went into the Nutella store and I decided to get myself a customized jar of Nutella and a personalized jar of Nutella. And originally I was going to have my name put on it, but instead I scratched my name out and I put Snorlax on it. And when I handed it to the girl, she just looked up at me and smiled. She goes, the Pokemon? And I go, yeah. She goes, I just caught one of those. I go, oh, yeah. And
no, it's if you remember in Chicago, there was a Nutella cafe. So at GoFest, Melissa was able to experience that. So that's like, there's just never not Nutella in this house. Just always fucking Nutella.
Oh, I love it. I love
but you're
it.
a freak, though. You eat it out of the jar with a spoon, like soup.
It's fucking delicious. It's like crack to me. Like I have a problem
but
because
you don't
I
even
won't
put
eat
it
like
on
a normal
anything.
human being, like where you spread it on bread or anything. No, just give me a spoon and I'll dip it right in there, and I just want like a little glob
Do you
of it
warm
on
it
my
up at
tongue.
all?
Warm it? No. Because when you warm it, it becomes very liquidy.
Yeah. No, I
warm it up, Chris.
I'm about to
dip some
balls in it.
Dip some pretzels.
I want to dip my balls in it.
Dip your Pokeballs in it. Nutella-filled Pokeballs. Ooh, maybe I'll try and make something like that.
Nutella-filled Pokeballs.
A little chocolate with chocolate filled. Yeah. It probably wouldn't be that hard. I just need some round molds. There's that girl on Instagram that makes all those awesome Pokemon treats.
Pastries?
Yeah. I forget what her name is.
All right, well, let's get into kind of some conversation I wanted to talk about. Obviously, slow news week, like I was saying. So I want to talk about the upcoming year. 2020 is going to be here before we know it. The holiday is here. And it's always good to kind of lay out some, a game plan of what we want to accomplish in the year. And I kind of was putting some ideas together, and I wanted to discuss them because we definitely want your feedback to see how we can best promote this show and, iterate on what we already have going to provide the best, form of entertainment in Pokemon Go in a podcast space that we possibly can. So this is what I kind of want to throw some ideas around, spitball some shit around here and see what sticks. We are definitely going to be launching a full merchandise line. This is something I wanted to do for a long time, and we just haven't had the resources to kind of put everything together as far as having the logos done, getting the layout and design work done. But we're going to be doing a strong push in the first quarter of 2020 to get a full line of merch out there. Shirts, caps, hoodies, beanies, mugs, all that shit. I want to do a full line. So if there's anything that you guys like, obviously we're going to do that. Like I was saying, the shirts, hat, beanies, mug thing. Like that's typical. Any kind of cool merchandise you guys like, or you've seen some cool products with branding on it that you would be interested in, pop sockets, things like that, let us know. I want to explore cool ways to get our merchandise out there that are a little bit outside the box and not just t-shirts. T-shirts are awesome, but I know there's other cool ways to kind of get the branding out there. So if you guys have any ideas, let us know. Maybe we can get some collaborations going with some artists.
It would be really cool if it was 2 Pokeballs, like connected, as a keychain.
Ooh.
And then just have something say, "Poke my balls." You know what really pokes my balls?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, so we'll go to
Oh
a
my
machine
gosh.
shop. We'll have custom dye and tooling made to create
Oh my
custom steel
gosh.
stamped fucking poke my balls keychains. Oh my god,
It'll work. Trust me.
that would be great. I mean, hey, that would be awesome. But I don't necessarily know if we could get that custom with it. But yeah, maybe you'll see poke my balls somewhere in the merch line. Because, that shit is funny as hell. All right, next up, travel. This is something we've talked about even when we had Miss Mystic on, and she was talking about the different guides from the Sylph Road and community leads and how that network is kind of expanding and growing and, using Discord to kind of connect all these communities together to help travelers. Well, that's something that we want to push with Melissa. We're going to be calling it the Internet Invasion. So Melissa wants to come to your area.
Let me come and hang out and play with you.
Yeah, so we're going to connect with the network of Sylph community leaders in the tri-state area and figure out a way to get Melissa out for a little weekend warrior excursion, as we go into the next year. So if you guys are a community lead or are tight with your community leads and have a good raid group and you guys have a good thing going where you get a group together and have some organized play, and you're in the tri-state area, let us know, and we'll put Melissa in a little box and ship her to you, and that way you could deal with it. Deal with her.
You could deal with it. I mean, the internet.
It's no returns.
No refunds.
Yeah, I figured that'd be a cool idea to kind of, not only interact with our community in different areas, but also get Melissa out a little bit and get her out there playing and experiencing the game in different regions. Because, even...
she still needs to hit level 40, so we gotta
Yeah.
get that going.
But even Philly Free Streets,
Dude, oh my
it was
God,
so
wait.
fun to play in Philly. What?
I gotta tell you, I was looking at my medals the other day. I
don't even wanna hear
still
it.
don't have the Pikachu medal.
You're so hardcore.
Literally nowhere close to getting the Magikarp one. At all.
Don't worry about that one because a lot of people don't have that. I don't have that shit. The rat medal takes a long time too.
Oh my God, there's so many. Yeah, the rat one, I'm not even close.
Yeah, but see, the thing is,
you have the
I'm not
rap
even.
medal.
I'm not even fucking silver in the fucking.
it's because you shiny check
win
and you don't
1,000
catch
battles in the gyms.
all the fucking Pikachu
Somebody
events.
get this girl a gacha.
No, cheaters.
Oh no.
I saw the new Gacha at GameStop the other day. I guess the
Oh my
fancy
god,
pants version.
it looks so sexy.
How?
And it's at Best Buy too.
I don't understand how this product is allowed to be sold. It's an unauthorized product. They've never
maybe
really
if
clarified
Pokemon-
if this breaks terms of service, right? I think
Right.
somewhere in the terms
So
of service
maybe
it
if
says
Pokemon re-released the Go Plus, we wouldn't be having this issue.
But-
in a Go Plus in a fashion that works better.
well,
They
maybe
don't have to tap.
well, that's probably that could be the Pokemon Sleep device. You know what I mean? Remember that's going to double as a Go Plus.
God.
I don't
but
know.
will it work?
I don't know.
like a
Will it
gacha?
blend? I don't know.
Or is it gonna be exactly like the Pokeball Plus? Come on.
just auto catch? I mean, just auto spin, not auto catch. Because that's
Because when they phase them out.
Oh, you mean none
Like-
of
like
those
they're phasing-
devices working for my phone? Yeah, okay. Not one
The
of those
gacha
devices.
should work for your phone though.
Not fucking one of them.
But what about the gacha?
oh,
Have you
I'm
tried
not
the
even
gacha?
gonna bother
No.
with the gacha. Actually, probably the gacha would be the one thing that does work.
Yes, you should.
it's
try
like
the gacha.
fucking
I'm not gonna do
$50. Well, I guess a Pokeball Plus is like $50 too. They were on sale for $20 this week.
But get the new one. It's it doubles as a watch. It's got a pedometer in there. So I don't know if that works with your Adventure Sync. I haven't dabbled in it, but I have a feeling it does.
I don't know. It's
That's the only reason I wear my Apple Watch.
like the only reason I don't use it is because of the auto catch. Because that's like an unauthorized thing. If Niantic put out a first party product that had auto catch, I'd be all fucking over it. But I just can't do it unauthorized. I just feel fucking dirty. I don't know. I just don't feel
you've
right.
done
they call it
dirtier
Dirty
things.
Jersey, right? Come on.
I've definitely done dirtier things, of course, but it just I don't know. I don't feel good about that just because I know somewhere in the terms of service it said something like, third-party devices need to be authorized, unauthorized use can blah, blah, blah. But they're selling them in stores. It's like they can't go after people.
Best Buy has them.
I know the game can't detect it. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's a way, somehow, based on seeing like, a millisecond between the catch notification and the catch, activation. But, they can't go after people if they're just fucking selling them in the stores. They're not going to ban fucking, probably sell a gabillion of these things for fucking Christmas. They're not going to, start banning people on December 27th, to fucking, there's little Jimmy who got a gift from, his aunt, is going to get banned because, no one, it's just a weird gray area, but yeah, I don't like it.
But it's been how long?
Years. They've been out forever.
This product has been out. So if you think if they were going to do something, they would have done it by now. Yeah,
I guess you're right. But anyway,
honestly,
yeah, the internet invasion. Let us know if you're in the tri-state area, even beyond that. We definitely want to get her out and playing, and I think that'll keep, the basis of travel will keep things exciting, and get out there and play with the community and get some content made. So keep us posted on that if you want Melissa to come to your area and give you shit.
Yeah, I'll totally give you shit. And I will test your local pizza, and I will tell you that it's shit pizza compared to New Jersey.
Go to the Chicago and get those like handmade fresh mozzarella sticks. Oh, those are.
Oh my god, that
that place
good.
Was the fucking Roots in Chicago. That place was fucking awesome. But no,
2020.
I don't care what any motherfucker says here. The best pizza in the world is Al Santillo's Pizza in Elizabeth, New Jersey. That's right, I said it. It's the best fucking pizza on earth. It wins awards all the time. All right, new show segments coming to the show. I do want to start bringing some new segments onto the show. We've talked about PvP, and PvP is a weird thing because it's hot or cold with the community. There's a large segment of the community that can give two shits, and there's a large segment of the community that is hyper passionate about it. So I think the best way to kind of integrate that on a regular basis is to have like some rotating segments where we can talk PvP and kind of get in and get out. And I think that, a segment format will work out well for that. So what I'd like to do in the future is potentially collaborate with some PvP creators to have them jump on the show, even if it's a pre-recorded segment, where they can come on 5-10 minutes, have a quick PvP discussion, drop that into the show, and have a nice little package of a little PvP kind of update rotating through the show. So that's something I definitely want to do. Same thing with Wayfarer.
I think we should do something for PvP where it's like we talk about like an individual Pokemon and like
its uses,
why it's good or why it's bad, or like why it's not feasible at all.
Yeah, I mean, we had PV Poke on last week.
Choice ever.
We could use the tools that are in our fingertips. PV Poke, Poke Battler. The tools are there, so that would be an easy way to kind of get some content out of picking a Pokemon and talking about its viability. Absolutely, especially with the rotating metas, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we could start with Delibird.
Just doesn't fucking stop.
Wayfarer.
Wayfarer is also another thing I want to start talking about a little bit more on the show. And again, some people are very engaged in Wayfarer, some people are not. So segment format will work for this as well. We talked about Jamal joining the Discord last week. Pelopogo that is very big on Wayfarer. I definitely think that this tool I'm already seeing is pretty significant impact of it. In my local community, and I know a lot of people are with new stops, new gyms kind of filling in. It's really cool. So I definitely want to talk about that a little bit more frequently to get people engaged in that, because it really puts the power in our hands to kind of develop this game the way we want to for our community. So definitely want to talk about that. Melissa mentioned, someone who creates Pokemon dessert treats that she follows on Instagram. I want to start covering Pokemon culture. I know it's a little bit of a step away from Pokemon Go, but this is an encompassing culture, and...
Yeah, because they take cues from Pokemon Go.
Precisely.
Like the AR community, when they take pictures, it's Pokemon Go, like, relevancy, where, like, it's Chimchar community, so everybody's talking about Chimchar, everybody's posting stuff about Chimchar, and this person creates Chimchar little,
Tree pop, cake pops,
yeah.
And she does them on point. Like, they're on point.
That kind of stuff is what I want to talk about, to be able to help spread the word of these awesome creators that are doing their own thing, and they're not following. It's a little bit outside of the box when you think of a creator. You think, oh, YouTube or a podcaster or something like that. I want to talk about musicians. I want to talk about artists. I want to talk about, people that are doing really cool stuff in the world of Pokemon. because this is there's just so much going on in this community. I don't want to let those people. I want to help expand those, the reach of those people, because there's some really cool shit that's going on, and I think our community needs to know about it. So look for stuff like that is a little bit more of on the cultural side of the culture of Pokemon and Pokemon fans coming to the show in the future. Definitely music too. I definitely want to start bringing on some musicians, Grimecraft, some of the GameChops people. Now that we've redone our complete music lineup for all the shows that are on the network, exclusively with GameChops music. I'll put links in the description, of course, but I'd love to have these musicians on that are creating music in the Pokemon space, because it's just another way to engage with the franchise. It's worth talking about, because it may not be Pokemon Go, but guess what? I listen to fucking music. I like music, so why not connect the dots a little bit? You're not straying too far outside of the lines when you're talking about music if it's still within the Pokemon world. It. So definitely look for that. If you guys have any ideas for show segments or things you'd like to hear about, definitely let us know, because we are going to kind of go outside of the box a little bit to bring some different perspectives and different creators into the fold in the future.
Keep you guys entertained.
Yes, and I want to collaborate more. We've been on a run like today, no guest, right? And Lena would have been a great fucking guest, kind of following up on what we were just saying. She's obviously not a Pokemon-focused creator. She's creating a whole bunch of shit in a whole bunch of different ways, but Pokemon fits into that in a certain degree. So that's kind of, that perspective of how Pokemon works for you is something I would have loved to talk to her about today. But I want to start collaborating more with other creators, not just by having them on our show, but having us get out there and changing formats and getting on some video work or getting into some music work or art or food, or Melissa's an amazing baker, custom baker, does some really cool shit. I'd love to kind of collaborate with others and again, outside of the box ways of not just saying, hey, I'm going to be a guest on a different podcast. So that might be coming in the future, like
Instagram Live, and you're doing something
absolutely
doing something with another creator. I don't know.
No, totally.
That would be a cool idea.
I don't know how many guests we've had on over the past 6 months, but it's been a lot. I updated the guest list page on the website. I'll link to it in the description so you guys can stay caught up with links to everyone that we've had on over the shows, on the show the past couple months. But maybe we kind of morph that away from the core show. Maybe we have the interview segment kind of have it make its own thing, stand alone. And then, the show proper is kind of shaped a little bit different and built a little bit different. Again, we're just trying to iterate on what we have going to keep things fresh for you guys. So we'll have to see where that goes, but we're definitely looking to get more involved with different brands, definitely looking to get out there and collaborate with other creators outside of the podcast or video format. And we'll have to see where that goes, because I'm really excited to expand and grow our reach. And, collaboration is key when it comes to getting in front of new people. That's, one of the main reasons we've had success over the past year is because we've gotten in front of so many new people by kind of bringing all these different audiences together. So keep a lookout for that. And finally, I just want to do some shameless plugging really quick. Don't forget, we have other shows on the Pokemon Professor Network. We've got Gotta Watch 'Em All. I host that show along with Adam. And what we do there is we cover everything Pokemon. So we do about 30 minutes of complete Pokemon news talk covering every facet of Pokemon. So if there's a new mobile game, if there's, clothing, Pokemon Center stuff, if there's new merchandise, TCG, we talk Pokemon Go. All the different areas that Pokemon is, out there, the franchise is out there, we cover on that show. And then we end the show with a watch-along of a Pokemon The Series episode, an audio watch-along where we give commentary and give our feedback. A lot of fun. I think we're up to episode 78 right now. We started at episode 1 of the anime, so we've watched through the Orange Islands. Now we're in, 77 episodes deep. Been really cool reconnecting with the anime on that. So if you guys want to check that out, gottawatchemall.com. Let us know what you think. Adam's other show that he hosts with Josh Brown, The Noise, is Special Conditions. Adam, you wanna talk Special Conditions real quick?
Yeah, it's whether you're like a seasoned player or a novice, this is the show for you, because we mesh those two worlds together where Josh knows almost nothing and he just likes opening packs. So and I know most things, and he learns from me, and I, get asked questions from him, and we just go over cards. We kind of sneak in TCGO codes throughout the show, so if you listen, or if you just skip through the whole thing, you can try and find
the code.
Exactly, because it comes down to who gets it in their feed first. But good luck if anybody ever gets those codes. Always let us know what you get. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have a blast.
Yeah, all about the TCG. Special conditions, TCG.com. Connect with Adam. It's a
blast.
It's a lot. I've really been enjoying the show. I like the dynamic that you guys have because Josh is so innocent and pure, and just has this fresh perspective, asking questions that you would think are so basic, but it's like, yeah, I guess if I didn't know how to fuck the switch mechanic worked in the TCG, like it just seems like such a rudimentary thing, but yeah, it can be exceptionally complex. It can turn the tide of a match. You know what I mean? So hearing that
he's like, what are the energies? What do I do with those?
So cool.
Like, oh my goodness.
It's a lot of fun. And I read all the emails that you guys get, and I've seen amazing feedback from people saying that the show has helped them get into the TCG from a collector's perspective, and then that collecting has led them to actually build a deck and play the game and get involved from that way. So it's really cool to see what you guys are building over there. So Special Conditions, check it out.
And still working on a way to get everybody involved as far as like TCGO.
It's going to happen, dude. The Discord has been popping off.
It will.
It's people are getting in. Just wait, man. All these fucking Pokemon Go nerds are going to get cards for the Christmas. You know that. So it's like it'll be just a matter of time before people are putting in codes and are looking to trade and play and all that stuff. So maybe after the holiday, people have some decks built out. Oh, and then we have the Go Stadium cast. We're kind of in hiatus right now. They released a couple episodes. The show is still a thing. It's just in development. Going to kind of get our act together when it comes to how the show is going to be built, marketed, recorded, the show formatting and all that stuff. So producing a podcast is fucking hard. So, we kind of came out of the gate running and, decided to take a step back to kind of refocus and redevelop what that show could be all about. So definitely stay tuned for that in 2020. That show is going to be coming back with a vengeance. So got a lot of shit going on. You guys excited? You guys happy?
I'm excited.
All right, good. I hope you are. No, it's going to be fun.
I'm the only one that's not excited.
We've been putting a lot of work into this, and we want to make sure that, we do our community the right way. Giggity. Because you guys have done an amazing job of supporting us. Yeah, we got to do it right. And, we want to make sure we're putting out the best product for you, no matter, what it is, whether it's on social media or the podcast itself or video work, any of that stuff. We just want to do the best we can for the community. So keep us posted. Let us know what you guys want to see, and we'll do our best to make it happen. Very excited for 2020.
Because at the end of the day, we're here for you guys. We love doing what we do, but it's all for you guys.
I feel like you should be singing like a Disney song or something.
I swear to God, I was in my head trying to rack one up.
Wish upon a star. Makes no difference which Pokemon you choose at the beginning.
All right, we've got. Let's digress for a second here. Adam, Sword and Shield. Like we haven't really talked about it on Lured Up here. Have you been playing? Did you start? Like, what's going on?
Yes, I've been playing, and it is a blast. And there's still
so good.
Surprises.
It's so good.
I'm still catching Pokemon that I haven't seen.
Melissa's got mixed feelings.
Legitimately a blast.
Yeah.
It's just trying to find time to be able to because it's like I want to be able to enjoy the storyline, and I'm pacing myself, and I'm just enjoying it. I keep going back to the wild area, and then going and exploring, and then coming back to the wild area, and then going and exploring.
Well, I think this is the longest story. The actual story arc is probably the longest of, I think, maybe any game. Because there's always end game, there's always side shit, there's always all that kind of stuff. But I think the story proper is pretty significant in this one. I think they really did a really good job with it. But I've started the mission of completing the Pokedex. And it's like, I feel like I'm playing Skyrim all over again. I've got Post-its and fucking notepads and shit scribbled out and connecting the dots and stuff, like trying to, get everything together. It's
hard. It's like
it's been great.
You go to do the raid and you're like, oh, I already have that Pokemon, but I want to do the raid.
Dude, I've stayed away from raids. Like I'm trying to partition my gameplay to stay focused because it's like there's just so much shit to do that like, I find myself like, I'm making fucking curry for 45 minutes. I could have been catching Pokemon. Like it's just so hard to stay focused. But I'm having a good time with it. Melissa played through X and Y, played through Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon. Like she hasn't picked this one up. I don't know, Melissa. I don't know what you're doing.
You know what it is? I kind of am turned off by the whole way it looks when you're gigantic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
But that was like megas and...
they look cool. They look really awesome when they're gigantic.
Okay. Let's hard stop for 2 seconds because you're on this show and I don't get to talk to you on special conditions.
Okay.
They did on PokeBeach.com. There were released of English images of Gigantamaxed level V Pokemon or whatever, and Snorlax is one of them. And when Dynamaxed, he has like a whole entire like planet on his belly.
Uh-huh.
So I did send Melissa this picture. They released it on Pokemon.com, so it's been officially released. That there's going to be in Sword and Shield. I think starting December 4th, maybe. Don't quote me on that. There's going to be the featured raid Pokemon that, again, taking cues directly from Pokemon Go. Will be Gigantamax Snorlax, which is this giant fucking behemoth of a mountain, and it's like Torterra. Like it's got a little like path.
It's got
and
land
trees.
on. He's growing land on his belly. Yeah, he is his own world.
What they should have done was made a fucking restaurant on his belly, or like a buffet table or something. That would have been cool. Or like a garden with like food growing. But yeah, I mean, it's a limited thing. Just like there's limited Butterfree right now in raids. The next Pokemon for Sword and Shield will be Gigantamax Snorlax. So it's exciting the way they're rolling it out.
Still, okay, look, this is my problem. Even still, okay, I love that it's Snorlax. I love that he's got the town on his belly. That's cool. I can deal with that. I don't like that whole pink cloud shit that happens, and the how all the Pokemon have this pink highlight around it. I feel like you can't really see the Pokemon itself. Like I feel like it takes away from the Pokemon itself.
That's why you have the TCG.
Bothers me.
You have the cards that you can see it in all high def, perfect glory on in card form.
That's what's bugging me about the game.
But no, I feel you on that because it does put this like really pink and dark, kind of skewing of the color.
It's like this stormy
but that's part of the storyline though. If you play the game, you understand that like
but it still doesn't take away that
the way it looks.
Yeah, it's a hard hurdle if you
Maybe
get
have
caught
that
up on
effect
that.
When they first spawn in, and then drop the effect so you can just look at the Pokemon.
I mean, it's weird. It's like when you defeat a Dynamax Pokemon, they fucking explode. There's like a huge fire explosion. Like, it's so weird. It's such a weird fucking concept. But let us know if you're playing Sword and Shield. I hope you are. It's a lot of fun. All right, we can kind of get to some of the news that we do have for the week. I kind of have it all under miscellaneous news here in the show notes because it's kind of random. But let's take a minute and check in with Go Ranger.
What's up, everybody? It is Go Ranger Matt, and this is the Go Ranger Check-In.
Friend Fest is wrapping up. By the time you hear this, it'll be done. But we did have a shakeup of the pool. We had Super Effective Week, which I fucking hated the pool of Pokemon. It was like Teddiursa and Murkrow. It was like, dude, I was so tired and so spent on all those Pokemon, and I'm so excited to see things like Magnemite and the Nidorans, Doduo, Execute, definitely.
Doduo's always been like a rare Pokemon for me. It's like,
yeah, me too.
I rarely see those.
Really?
And you think it's a bird Pokemon, like Pidgeys are everywhere. Like, can I get a Doduo? Can I get a Doduo?
Well, on last week's episode, I asked Adam the question. I said, what would you rather catch, a Pidgey or a Teddiursa? Because we were talking about how shitty Teddiursa is. And you said that you'd rather catch the Teddiursa. So Pidgey Grabba wrote in an email and says, yo, Pidgey Grabba here. He goes, with all due respect, in parentheses, which I'm wondering if it should be 0 now. Adam, Pidgey is better than Teddiursa. And he goes into a little diatribe here. Pidgey can be shiny. It takes 12 candies to evolve. It's easier to catch. And Pidgeotto is strong in PvP. Teddiursa is kind of cute, I guess, but I don't care about that hundo. I have unsubscribed to your channels and socials, only teasing, but Pidgey for life. Don't cross me again, Adam. Pidgey grab.
Don't cross me again.
Okay, Pidgey and Delibird.
But no, I do like this pool.
Which I still don't have a shiny Pidgey.
Yeah, no fucking shinies for me.
I'm
but
still hunting.
Friend Fest was cool. I definitely took advantage of the friend bonus, and Poké Battler did the data. It was a 25% bonus to damage with best friends when you raided with them. So if, it was just made raids so fucking easy, especially if you're trying to short man. Like duos for Terrakion were like fucking cake, like absolutely no problem if you had, the right counters and best friends and weather and all that good stuff. But that'll be wrapping up as you hear this. Hopefully you got some shiny Nidorans, or any shinies for that matter. That Magnemite is awesome. I really wish I could nail that one. Oh, speaking of shinies, shout out to JT Valor. Today's his birthday. And I was messaging with him earlier. I gave him, messaged him happy birthday. And I was just like, dude, I've been watching so much of your fucking videos. I go, I don't know why. I know it's like torture. I go, but I just love seeing you disappointed in 95% of your videos. Because because he's like, going for the shinies in his videos nonstop, and like 95% of the time it's nothing. It's just like, it's so funny seeing him like smile, like, okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Not shiny. Oh, I really want that one so bad. It's like every fucking time. I go, dude, it's so funny. He goes, yeah, but when that 5% hits, it's fire. I go, yeah, you're right. I go, but it's just so funny, dude. I was like, how do you have the tolerance to just maintain all that negativity of disappointment and just keep going? It's so funny.
Because he knows eventually it'll happen.
Exactly.
And it does.
And then that's 5%
of the time.
hot shit. December Community Day, the 14th and 15th of December. I believe that Samsung is going to be doing something again in New York City. I'm going to try to get out there and hook up with Holly. I'm not sure who else is going to be coming. I think Mystic 7 said he's going to be coming back to New York. So definitely look out for us in New York City if they're going to be doing that. I'm definitely going to try to make it out. Terrakion is here until Tuesday, December 17th. We did have our first raid hour, as we mentioned earlier. We also have 2 more raid hours for Terrakion, December 4th and the 11th. So next Wednesday and the following Wednesday as well. Let's see. Special research has rotated for Giovanni. So hopefully you were able in November to complete your Giovanni research and get Shadow.
I completed mine.
You got your Shadow Articuno?
Yesterday night.
Oh,
I got it.
Well, that counts. Oh, really? Down to the wire.
At night.
All right, so
yep.
The birds.
I could have beat Sierra the day before, but do the team leaders stop at a certain time?
The team leaders stop at a certain time. Yes, the grunts run 24/7, but the leaders and Giovanni ultimately they go to bed at 10 o'clock. So after 10 o'clock, you gotta wait till I think 6 a.m.
So
were you like searching?
No, I had found. Well, okay, well, yes, but I spun the stop. It was Sierra. Last person I needed. I'm in the middle of battling her, and I die, and I hit rematch or whatever, because I was just trying to like feel out what Pokemon she was, so I like threw in like 3 junk Pokemon just to see, but like I knew I could get past the first one, and
it timed out.
I lost. I hit rematch, and it says error, like my game crashes, like the whole thing crashed, and I'm like, my phone doesn't do that. Like I haven't had the game actually crash on me in a long time. I load back in. She's gone.
Yeah, fuck yeah, timed out. Yeah, they go to bed. They go to bed at 10 o'clock. Oh,
yeah, so I drove around for another like 10 minutes. I'm like, how is there not a single one?
So you wasted a rocket radar.
Yeah, I don't think it actually like disappears and wastes. It was still available.
It was, okay,
like, I still had
all
it.
right. That's that. At least you didn't have to go through that grind again.
Because every time that I've battled a Team Rocket leader and then like lost, like I had already driven away. So like.
Yeah,
it's still there until I actually use it.
So the Giovanni research has rotated. You're going to be able to do this every calendar month. Every calendar month, the shadow Pokemon that Giovanni has, the 3 birds, will rotate. This month, Shadow Zapdos is available. So it went from Articuno to Zapdos. So I put a little poll up. It says, how will you acquire the 3 rocket radars needed to find Giovanni again? I said, I absolutely love how the Giovanni special research can come back each month, but will the redundancy lead to lazy trainers? And I put up 3 options here. I said, what are you going to do? Are you going to grind the 18 grunt battles needed to get your 3 rocket radars to get to Giovanni? Are you going to purchase rocket radars from the shop? Or you can do a combo of grinding and maybe purchase 1 or 2 of the radars from the shop? I'm surprised here. 84% of you guys said that you'll grind out the 18 grunt battles in order to get the 3 rocket radars. So fucking kudos to you guys.
Yep,
Great.
That was me.
Yeah, that's good shit.
I also put my vote in there.
Only 4% of you said that you're going to purchase the rocket radars directly from the shop. It would be 600 coins because they're 200 a pop. And then 12% said a combo of grind and purchase. But overwhelmingly, people are going to get out there and grind these grunt battles out, which is really cool. I figured people would be a little bit lazier and just say, fuck it, I'm just going to spend the 200 on the rocket radar in the shop. Just give me the fucking team leader. But yeah, so that was really cool. I'm glad you guys are not kind of resting on your laurels, and you're going to kind of make this thing keep this as an active gameplay loop, which is really cool. So let me tell you about my little experience with Giovanni. I was in Red Bank the other day, and I had a Regigigas raid. So I was like, you know what? There's fucking 40 stops in Red Bank. This will be the time I do Giovanni. So I get my, I grind out the grunts. I get my rocket radar. I'm ready to find Giovanni. I pull up the map, and there's fucking potential Giovanni spots everywhere. So I'm like, all right, great. Because you know that there could be decoys. So I'm watching YouTube, and I see all the YouTubers out there doing it. It's like, all right, 2 or 3 decoys. By the 4th one, they find Giovanni, and they take him down. I drove all the way around fucking Red Bank, 12 decoys. On my 13th one, I finally found fucking Giovanni. It was so annoying.
I got mine on the first one. Fuck. I didn't even know you could be a decoy.
Oh my God. No, yeah, I would just go, and it's just like a regular grunt. It looks like Giovanni on the map, and you click into it, and it's fucking Liz George from fucking Niantic sitting there going, it's not Giovanni. He's like, fuck you. I was like, God damn it, Liz. Every time I would see her, I'm like, God damn it, Liz. But no, it was a real pain in the ass, but it was very satisfying when I got Giovanni. But I like how this comes back every month. But, I just, maybe 3 or 4 months in, maybe on month 4, once everyone has the 3 birds, maybe we'll see a drop off in this after the start of month 4, because
then I honestly think it should be held off a month and then come back with Lugia Ho-Oh, be gone a month, and then come back with the ground.
That would be
Kyogre.
cool if they use this as another way to introduce the legendaries as shadows. That could be cute. That could be really fucking cool. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Well, I mean, it's why not?
Yeah, give me that Shadow Moltres, though. I gotta wait till January.
It's in the code. It's a new way to make money. It's, it is what it is.
Yep. The Shadow Moltres is already in the code, but Zapdos is definitely the Shadow option for December. So get out there and get your Shadow Zapdos. If you still haven't completed the November version of the Giovanni quest, you can complete that in December. And what'll happen is you'll get the shiny Zapdos chance. The Shadow Zapdos chance. But you'll be able to automatically, right when you're done with it, start the December version of that same research. So it's kind of like a stacking the free raid pass. You can have 2 of these.
So you can stack for 2 Zapdos?
You can get 2 Zapdos, right, in the month if you wanted to. Because if you completed the November Giovanni research on November 15th, you had to wait till December 1st for it to pop. But if you complete your November special research on December 5th, you'll get that December research right after. So you can kind of do 2 in 1 month if you stack it right. So that'll probably come a little bit more into play when everyone has all the legendary birds already, and you kind of say, okay, I've got them all, got 1 of everything. Now I'll hold off and I'll do 2 Moltres so I can get Moltres twice, because that's the one I really like. Yeah, all right, guys, let's, I guess we could take a quick break. When we come back, we'll do our Galarian Weezing raid guide and battle party. I forget where I saw someone was doing a tournament. I think it was Zoe 2 Dots. She was in a PvP tournament where the rule set was the Pokemon had to have mustaches, which I thought was absolutely fucking awesome. And she was like, I gotta bring Galarian Weezing because he's got a fucking fantastic mustache. I was like, yo, this is awesome. She was like powering up a Probopass.
I was about to say, Probopass has got the best mustache.
It was like so cool. I was like, it's like we talk about all these Silph Arena tournaments that are fucking super, stick up your ass, strict. And it's like, it's cool to hear that people are still doing stupid shit like fucking
all the players
mustache
are like,
tournaments.
I must ask you a question, but I'll shave it for later.
Oh
my God,
jeez
dad
Louise.
jokes.
On that note, we're taking a fucking break. All right, everybody, we'll be back in just a moment. Break.
Yeah, we're back.
Thank you guys
Back
so
again.
much for that.
Tell your friends.
All right, you guys ready to do this little battle party? Whoop whoop.
A what?
Adam, you want
This raid guide and battle party. Whoop, whoop, wait, what? Battle party.
Whoop whoop. Battle party. Whoop whoop.
Oh, wow.
Did that work? That
Look,
worked.
it always sounds like shit when we record it. And don't worry, the power of fucking editing will put this shit together. Last episode, I added reverb to it. That was hilarious.
Oh, I heard that. Oh, God.
All right, this is going to be coming from PokemonGoHub.net. Galarian Weezing is a fairy poison Pokemon tier 4 raid boss, 26,106 CP. It is a possible duo, but a very manageable trio. 100% catch is going to be 1310 at level 20 and 1637 as level 25 boosted in cloudy weather. So again, those magic numbers 1310 or 1637.
I never remember that shit.
They did, well, that's why you got Go Ranger. They did fucking Galarian Weezing dirty because they give him only one fast move option, Tackle, a fucking normal move. So you cannot get a double stab moveset for Galarian Weezing, which kind of sucks. You have to have Tackle. Charge moves, you can get Sludge, Hyper Beam, Play Rough, Overheat. So it's definitely has a little bit of diversity in the charge moves. If you're, we're going to talk about counters in a second here, but if it has Overheat, watch out for Steel, bring in your Steel Pokemon because they will get fucked up. Galarian Weezing, weak to Ground, Steel, and Psychic. So those are typically, those are the types that you're going to want to bring. Best counters, hands down, just like last week we were talking about Terrakion. Mewtwo with Psycho Cut, Psy Strike. Actually, Mewtwo with Psycho Cut or any of the Psychic fucking movesets will be good, but Psycho Cut, Psy Strike is really what you want to bring. Very similar counters to last week. Metagross, Bullet Punch, Meteor Mash. Jirachi with Confusion, Doom Desire. It's great that we're able to use Jirachi, for another Pokemon besides Terrakion. Dialga with Metal Claw, Iron Head. Again, watch out if it has Overheat. Latios with Zen Headbutt, Psychic. Excadrill with Metal Claw, Drill Run. It's kind of fun to use Excadrill. Some other counters that you could use. Celebi with Psychic moveset you can actually throw in there. Latias. This is an opportunity to use Regigigas. Regigigas can actually have a Psychic Steel moveset, so you can kind of, at least get the type effectiveness on both sides there. Alakazam, Espeon, Gallade. There's a bunch of options here. I am always fucking boring when it comes down to this shit. So I will definitely be trying to duo this thing. And I really wish I could have had one fucking person to do it with me the other night. Giggity. But 3 Mewtwo, 3 Metagross. I need efficiency here because I know I'm going to have to short man this thing. So whether I have 2 people, 3 people, I'm not going to have that friend fest fucking bonus anymore. That's going away. So 3 Mewtwo with Psy Strike and 3 Metagross with the Bullet Punch, Meteor Mash. That'll be it on my side. Melissa, what about you?
I am going to go ahead and bring 2 Mewtwo and 2 Metagross and my Jirachi to be able to use them again. And Regigigas because I want to be able to just use him.
Oh, yeah. You Melissa did an EX raid this week. I gave her the invite. I now have 4 Regigigas. It's like, what the fuck? Useless fucking Pokemon. But yeah, I'm glad that Melissa was able to do it. So our Starbucks moved like down the road, but the gym is still in the old location. And I was stressing because I was like, yo, they're going to move this gym. We're going to lose the fucking EX. Because we didn't talk about this last week. Sprint is no longer a sponsor of Pokemon Go. So what happened was people had EX raids at Sprint stores. They stopped the sponsorship, and all the Sprint stores went away. Stops, gyms, gone, off the map, vamos. So if you had an EX raid at a Sprint store during this thing, during the transition, you get an error message that says, sorry, your EX raid has been canceled, and people just got fucked because Sprint just completely went away unannounced. And I was like, yo, I hope this doesn't happen to my Starbucks.
Regigigas.
Well, I don't know if it has to do with the Sprint T-Mobile merger. I don't know the logistics behind it, but maybe we'll see some new sponsors in 2020. Now that they have the small business program, maybe we'll see new shit come through. But yeah, it sucks to see Sprint go. That was a lot of towns. Sprint was like a meeting point for Pokemon Go players. That's usually the go-to EX raid spot was a Sprint store. So hopefully something will replace it coming up. But all right, Melissa, you got two Mewtwo, 2 Metagross, Jirachi, and Regigigas. A little diversity there. That's good stuff. Adam, let me guess. You're going to bring all your 0% Pokemon.
Wait. I was going to bring mine. I just caught. Oh, I did catch a 0% male Nidoran.
Did you really?
Yeah, with 0%. The Go Plus, I was like
0% is legit.
Go Plus the Gacha.
Yeah, so you didn't catch it. Fucking, some computer on your wrist did. Fucking cheater.
Yep. Well, if it was a Go Plus, I would have tapped the button, and then that.
But then you caught it, because then you would have caught it.
Oh my god!
I'm bringing a ground type. I'm bringing a ground type, my Rhyperior, who is 100% with Mud Slap and Earthquake. And then I'm going to be bringing my 100% Alakazam with Confusion and Future Sight, I believe I have.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure. My phone just died, so I don't remember. And then I'll be bringing the rest with 4 Mewtwo's because it's a boss.
It's a boss.
But no 100%s on the Mewtwo front.
I just realized we had another email, guys.
Ooh.
I'm gonna read this real quick. All right, so let us know what your battle party is before I get ahead here.
Because let us know what your whoop whoop is.
Let us know what you're whooping. But Alakazam is
how are
underrated.
You whooping? How are you whooping these raid bosses?
Yeah, they're whooping your ass. But speaking of whooping your ass, we got an email who says, "Help! Rocket leaders are kicking my ass." That's the subject line. She says, "Hey guys, Cress here.
You're not alone."
Says, big time fan, long time listener. I have a dilemma with this Looming Shadows research, and a thing I need you guys to discuss and give me some advice, please. I'm a level 40 with what I think is a solid Pokedex with a few of the strongest heavy hitters, but for the life of me, I cannot beat Arlo, Cliff, or Sierra. I've read Pokemon Go Hub's list of counters and tried to follow advice on recommended and local community who's completed Looming Shadows. I don't have the brain storage to remember the 6 or 7 Pokemon for each leader. Do you guys have a set of Pokemon you've used for, or which would be good to cover the bosses? Also, what if I have a good Pokemon with certain typing, but its CP is maxed but not high, because the leader will inevitably demolish my Mons? Keep up the good work. Y'all are awesome. Provide such a great, entertaining, and informative show every week. Thank you so much. Look forward to hearing you guys discuss on the show. Much shiny and hundo luck. Cress. P.S. It was so great and super sweet to hear your son on the show. He was so excited to be on. He did such a great job. Yes. Thank you so much for that. He really did have a good time. All right. So the leaders can be a real fucking pain in the ass. Like a real pain in the ass. Arlo gave me so much fucking trouble. You kind of want to do what Adam did. Scout their Pokemon. With the way it works is they're all going to have the same first Pokemon. So really, the ones you want to make sure you remember that they're going to have, just remember what they're going to be bringing first. And then that's going to be ultimately the Pokemon that you can catch the shadow version from, whether it's Scyther or Sneasel or Meowth, right? So you just get those bases covered.
Yeah, so essentially, Machamp and Hariyama and Blaziken, all 3 of those are good for Meowth and Sneasel. And then...
but you want to bring something with bulk that you can at least get through the second or third Pokemon. Get to that third Pokemon. Because typically, Where I would have trouble is going to be on that last Pokemon, especially if they pull out a fucking Snorlax or something really tanky, where my Pokemon just don't have the legs to make it to the end of the battle. They just fade out really quick. Once you learn what their second and third Pokemon are, when you exit out and, before you do the retry and you can heal and choose your party, whatever Pokemon they have, they're going to maintain. They're going to continue using those same 3 Pokemon. So you really just kind of have to figure out what the counters are specific to that situation. For the most part, the second Pokemon that they bring will have some kind of connection to their counters. So you can have one counter Pokemon that'll counter 2 of their options for slot 2. And then the third one is like a wild card. You just have to kind of get there, figure out exactly what it is. Now, don't get me wrong. These things are a real fucking pain in the ass. But if you bring the right counters, your Pokemon don't even necessarily need to be fully powered up. I've seen people challenging themselves by trying to bring just Great League Pokemon to the leaders, and they're able to defeat them because they're using proper shield management. Shield management is also another thing. But you just have to figure out type advantage. And once you understand that type advantage, that's really the key to success when it comes to these leaders, because it's the only way you're going to get through it.
Yeah, and if you can use a Pokemon that has like a 3-bar charge move, so they charge up really fast, you can melt their shields really fast, and then be able to get your shields off and just demolish.
That's a perfect fucking point, because if no matter what, the leaders and Giovanni will block the first 2 charge moves that you throw at them. So, if you have a fucking Pokemon like Kyogre that's taking forever to charge up Hydro Pump, it's going to be so long, you might even just get to the end of the first Pokemon before you can get your first charge move off. So you're entering
you won't even get the first.
That's what I mean. You're entering the second battle, and they still have 2 shields. Where if you have a Pokemon like a fighting Pokemon up front that has counter, that's going to be powering up that charge move very quickly. Even if you have a shitty ass charge move, just something that's a 3-bar that you can bait those shields out of those leaders, that's going to be another solid technique. Get them to blow their shields. So that way, once you get to the second battle, then you could start really putting the correct charge move on. And I've gone through, some of their second or third Pokemon with a, fully powered up, excellent charge move and just fucking smoke it, just completely wipe it with the one charge move. So shield management is definitely important. Baiting the shields out of them, and type effectiveness. But it is a pain in the ass though, because you're not going to know what they have, and yeah, fucking trying to memorize 13 different Pokemon from each of the leaders is going to be a pain in the ass, and figuring all that out. So don't worry about trying to memorize it.
I'm using 100% Pokemon too. Like I'm using my 100%, like Electivire against a Lapras, and it's just destroying me.
Yo, Lapras fucks people up. Like I had a lot of trouble with Lapras too.
Is, to this date, the hardest thing I've ever had to face.
See, we got to get Melissa on these grunt battles. Because this is like a way for her to experience kind of the PvP world.
So I got my first component today.
Yes, she's got to get caught up. I know. She's got to get caught up. Wait till you fucking try to beat Arlo. This shit is fucking hard. And we talked about it a couple episodes ago. Like, I love the fact that it's hard. And, people were talking online when I put that poll up about, are you going to just buy the rocket radars? And people are saying, look, I'm not going to buy these fucking things. Like, I really got to grind this out because I'm getting my ass kicked. Like, these guys are hard. So they, Niantic has done a good job of kind of shifting the balance towards the house a little bit and making these so freaking challenging, because they are definitely fucking hard. Definitely hard. Definitely. But, yeah, Crest,
just wait
thank you for writing in.
Till they make the AI just a little bit better, and they make the leaders block, like,
when it's relevant
at random times.
Yeah.
Or times where they need it most, where they have 1 hit point left, and they're like, "No, I'm blocking that," or they don't block it, and you still use the charge move. And
yeah, no, they did a good job. But guys, I think we did it. We did it. This was supposed to be a short show. We're a fucking hour and 10 minutes in.
We did it.
We did it. But thank you guys for checking us out. We'll see if we can get Lena the Plug rescheduled. I apologize if you were looking for that, because I did put it up on social media last week. So we'll have to get her reconnected and rescheduled on the show. But you can email us just like Crest did, info@luredup.com. You can leave us a voicemail text, or picture at 732-835-8639. Be on the lookout in the next couple shows. We're going to get Drunk Terry Wolf back on the show. He's been itching to get back on in full drunk mode, so we'll definitely get Terry Wolf back on. Check out luredup.com for everything that we have going on with the show, including every single episode we've ever released, available on our website. Check out PokemonProfessor.com so you can hear the other shows that we were mentioning. Gotta watch them all. Special Conditions, Stadium Cast, check that out. And connect with us on social media. All the links are in the description, as always. Guys, you got anything else?
No, just have a holly jolly Delibird.
I was going to say he's going to fucking say Delibird one more time. I know he's going to say it one more time. So good. You still got like 3 weeks.
Best bird Pokemon.
3 weeks before it comes out, man. You still got time. You still got a couple more episodes. But next week's show, we're going to have Poké AK on the show. So definitely send in your questions and comments and concerns for conversation with Poké AK. Really looking forward to having him on. But that's it, guys. I think we're in the clear. Keep training, trainers. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.